Tra i tanti distretti, l'East Village ha un sapore speciale, connotato da una serie di locali che hanno mantenuto la stessa identità da oltre 100 anni. È il caso di Katz Deli, aperto nel 1888, il pastrami più ambito di tutta New York. Ci si mette in fila per assaporare uno dei piatti simbolo degli immigrati di origine ebraica, tenere fettine di manzo ricavate dalla cintura ombelicale, messe in salamoia, parzialmente essiccate e poi ricoperte di spezie. A fare da contorno 2 fette di pane di segale, mostarda e cetrioli. Ricco e delizioso. In abbinamento, la classica root beer a dare freschezza. Si fanno spedizioni in tutto il paese, con la possibilità di inviare un salame anche ai militari impegnati all'estero. Qui è stata girata una delle scene più famose del cinema americano, l'orgasmo simulato di Meg Ryan in Harry ti presento Sally.
Katz's Deli has a very long and interesting history. It goes back 125 years. We started in 1888. We're the oldest deli in New York and in the world, quite frankly. And for years, I'm now the 5th generation, and for years we've been doing everything the exact same way. The food tradition is very much an integral part of who we are and what makes us Katz's and what makes us special. We're very much a traditional Jewish deli, which means we have all the classics, you know, pastrami, corned beef, brisket, things like that. We do all that ourselves, in that we do it the old-fashioned way, and we haven't changed our recipes or our methods of cooking or anything like that. The idea is, how do you take a piece of meat and make it last as long as possible and make it taste good? So for pastrami, for example, you take a navel cut of meat, of cow. It's a very juicy and tender cut of meat. You take it, you brine it, you smoke it, you cook it for 4 to 6 hours, and you steam it for another half hour where it's cut to order behind the counter. And that process is really labor intensive and really long and intense process, but at the end you have this really juicy and flavorful and just amazing sandwich that as you're cutting it, the meat literally falls right off the knife. It's almost like cutting through butter. The meat is so soft and so tender and just so juicy. You know, we still have the Dr. Brown's, all the assorted Dr. Brown's drinks, which are phenomenal, deli complement. We also have a nice selection of beers, including our own Katz's Ale. We've always been a neighborhood restaurant. We've always been a very integral part of the neighborhood. And so we've always employed people from the neighborhood. At this point, we have close to 130 people working here. Most of them live and work right here on the Lower East Side in New York. So we very much like the connection and the feeling of unity that comes with being a family. The Lower East Side traditionally was the route for immigrants. Any immigration into New York and into America as a whole came largely through the Lower East Side. So you have it's a very rich history down here on the Lower East Side. If you go back 125 years to when we started, there was hundreds of delis and shops and immigrants, and it was a very vibrant neighborhood. And we've still managed to retain a lot of that feeling down here that you don't see in a lot of parts of New York. So New York is not Times Square. It's a great thing to see. If you've never been to New York, you got to do all the traditional stuff, and it's fantastic. But New York is gigantic. As a city, there's so much to do, and there's always a new restaurant, and there's always something to see, and it's no matter what you want to find or what you want to get out of New York, you can get out of New York. And that's the beauty of the city, is that it's always changing, and it's always whatever you want to make it, you can make it.